November 10th is designated as International Accounting Day. The history of bookkeeping and accounting can be traced to ancient civilizations. Their development is closely linked with the development of writing, counting, money, and trade. Ancient Mesopotamians and Iranians used early forms of bookkeeping, and ancient Babylonians and Egyptians had early auditing systems. When you think of an accountant, you probably have a very specific image in your mind about the work. But there is a list of famous accountants that might surprise you. These famous CPAs have either turned their hands to a creative career, increased their wealth tenfold, or actually made accounting history. The ones that might surprise you are the ones that use their skills as an accountant to build wealth and fame. So the first one that you're going to know is Mick Jagger. It's hard to imagine, but Mick Jagger was an avid student of finance and accounting at the London School of Economics. Apparently, this was his fallback plan in case his side gig, singing in a band, didn't work out. This goes to show how accountants, even would-be accountants, are practical-minded. And it's probably one of the reasons that the Stones have never been embroiled in any kind of significant legal situations about money managers. Robert Plant. You can probably agree that the British rock band Led Zeppelin couldn't have been the same without the lead singer Robert Plant. But that's almost the way it turned out. Plant was 2 weeks into a career as a chartered accountant before he bailed to go back to college and pursue music, of all things. Here's a name that we all know, John D. Rockefeller. Before founding Standard Oil, John D. Rockefeller worked as an accountant. He started out as a bookkeeper at the tender age of 16, and working hard and long into the wee hours of the night, this experience served him well as he eventually became an accountant and subsequently one of the richest men in history. J.P. Morgan, a legendary banker and financier who was one of the most powerful bankers of his day. He was born in 1837, started his career as an accountant in 1857, and after working in many businesses, he went it alone in 1895 and founded J.P. Morgan & Company. His assets grew to be worth billions of dollars over the time. Lee Van Cleef. He was a character actor best remembered for his performance in classic westerns such as The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and also A Few Dollars More. Before that, he also worked as an accountant and served in the U.S. Navy as a minesweeper. Peter Falk, trained as a certified public accountant and worked as an efficiency specialist for the state of Connecticut's Budget Bureau before finding success in acting. Peter Falk had a lengthy career in television and cinema, but he's most remembered for his portrayal as Columbo's rumpled investigator. Did you know that before we had Excel and Google Sheets that we had VisiCalc? It was the first spreadsheet computer program for personal computers, and it was originally released for Apple by VisiCorp back in October of 1979. It was considered the killer application for the Apple II, turning the microcomputer from a hobby for computer enthusiasts to a serious business tool, and then prompting IBM to introduce the IBM PC 2 years later. More than 700,000 copies were sold in 6 years, and up to 1 million copies over its history. However, when Lotus 123, a precursor to Excel, was launched in 1983, taking full advantage of the expanded memory and screen of the PC, VisiCalc sales ended almost overnight. Sales declined so rapidly that the company was soon insolvent. Lotus Development purchased the company in 1985 and immediately ended sales of VisiCalc and the other company's products. So does the sight of a ledger book make your head spin? That's why we have accountants to figure it all out. Your job, school, bank, religious institution, and government wouldn't survive without those dedicated number crunchers. That's why we have a day out of the year earmarked just to celebrate them.